Yeah.
The recording has started. It starts by itself if I don't start it. So here, let me just, we are the Public Works Committee, and today is December 17th, 2020. The time is 8:07, and I'm Representative Jay Wolk, and I'm calling the meeting to order. So I guess we'll start with, I guess we're all in favor of Mr. Kasowitz, Michael Kasowitz.
That is correct.
Everybody
I'm in favor.
with his appointment.
I'm in favor as well.
Aye.
Yeah.
All right, so all that's in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any noes? Aye. Any noes?
Is somebody taking notes to submit to Betsy?
I hope so. I'll take it and then get it to Lauren so we can do the minutes.
Okay.
All right. So it's approved and it's unanimous. All right. And the only other thing really we have to talk about is the property. Anybody want to have anything to say about purchasing Giant Steps for the town or for the school system too?
I'm in favor of it for a number of different reasons. Not the least of which is the Walter Fitzgerald's current campus is a dilapidated structure that, quite frankly, when we toured it last year, I was shocked that we had students that were being educated in such a building, and it needed so much work, and it would have been a complete money pit, and we need a place to house those students. And while I understand and appreciate the concerns of the Southport neighbors on the entrance way in there, I think the alternative to development of that site is going to be far worse than the Walter Fitzgerald campus, and potentially if there's a Board of Ed building or something. I don't think there's a lot of back and forth traffic coming in and out of there all day long. I think by the time evening shows up, people are pretty much out of there. So I'm in favor of it.
Yeah, I am also, and I totally agree with you. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jay. Sorry.
No, that's okay. No, that's fine.
I was just going to say I'm also in favor.
Good. Okay. Are we all in favor?
I'll just jump in,
Yeah.
Jay. This is Peter. To say
Hey,
that,
Peter.
Having sort of dug into this with Angelus there, interesting in terms of the traffic flow, because I have a couple of friends that live right next to that property, and obviously they're concerned, but based on what the homework I did there and with talking to him, it seems actually that the traffic flow, at least in the school itself, will be less than it was before, right? There's going to be a lot less faculty that will be going in and out of there.
Absolutely.
Compared to when it was, right. Compared to when it was Giant Steps. So I think, that certainly made me feel better about it, right? That's, if anything,
No, that's a good concern, people, when it comes to traffic for people in their neighborhood.
I'd like to add something when I get a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
So that was my only point. I was just going to make that point that, that because I'm concerned about that. As I said, I got friends right there. So I live over here on Mill Hill. There's a lot going on here with different projects, and this one certainly is right up there in terms of, oh, my God, we're going to have a high school there, kids racing up and down the street and, a lot of traffic and blah, blah, blah. And so I honestly think that based on what I've been told and certainly the options of what we do with the school, this seems like a very, very good option to do it. So I'm in favor.
Good. Okay. That's good to hear. And you had a question, Karen?
No, that was Lisa Havey.
Oh, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Oh, Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, sorry. I did make it after all. I went on the site visit, and I asked the question that Frank asked about other entrances and exits and other opportunities. I was really disappointed that they did not answer that question well tonight, because the answer I got from the tour was there are no other options for any ins or outs. Although we could strike a deal with the nursing home and possibly use their parking lot as another venue or avenue. And there's also Greenlands behind the school. And if you wanted to do that, you'd have to go through conservation. And there's a river that's back there, so you'd also have to build a bridge. So that was also very unlikely. So
I was going to say, sounds unlikely.
yeah, so I was really annoyed to hear that answer tonight because, they kind of left it, well, we don't really know. There might, but the answer I got was pretty much no, hell no, not if you can build a bridge.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we can only build half the bridge.
If we can do half the bridge.
Well, I've got a point to make here. If there is a bridge, my guess is it will definitely have a toll.
Yeah, right. Like New York.
How much? 50 cents?
Oh, I don't think so. Better have your speed pass.
A little bit more.
But will it have a troll?
Can you use Easy Pass?
Yeah.
The auxiliary building was really great, and not going to lie, it would be great to have the ECC over there, and it might not take a crazy amount of money to adjust that. The building is okay. It needs all new HVAC and electrical and a new roof, but the walls are cinder block. So that thing is standing tight. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's not a knockdown.
I think this is a good addition to the town, for us.
Oh, absolutely.
And just to kind of add to what you were saying too, Peter, I talked to a few residents over there as well, and one of the things I said to them is, as far as traffic goes, at least if it's a school, the traffic is, just coming and going in the school hours and not, around the clock either. Whereas if something else gets developed there, it's, 24/7.
Right. It's what I refer to as family hours. It's not all out days and times of the day and night.
Right.
It's when we're all out and about ourselves anyway. So it's family hours.
Right.
And the other thing to keep in mind, I think this was asked when I toured it, was if they were to use the second dilapidated building for anything other than a school, they would have to go through approval to get that rezoned, the zone change. So it's not like they could just automatically use it for a Board of Ed headquarters or whatever they want to. It would have to go through the department processes to get approved. And at that point, depending upon the traffic estimates, the neighbors would have a chance, an opportunity to object at that time. But obviously, if it's an 830G building, we pretty much have nothing to say about it unless it impacts wetlands or safety. So I think this is a no-brainer. It makes the perfect sense. We need it, and it's not a huge price given the turnkey operation, and I think it's a win-win for everybody.
How are we getting? Does anybody know how are we getting the money to pay for all? I'm just curious. Is it bonding?
Bonded. That was that bonding issue with Attorney Baldwin was talking about. They're bonding it.
Okay.
A little over $5 million.
Okay, I know because I was listening. I think the Board of Finance was saying that the bonding, we were bonding too much and we were going too much into bond. But I think it's important, and I think it's I'm in favor. I have no problem. So
all right. So are we going to vote it? Well, let's vote on it, I guess.
Yeah, we can all vote on it. So who wants to?
I'll make a motion to approve. To approve the voting or reading of that, whatever number it was on the agenda as presented.
Yeah, it was He said it was $5,123,928 was the total cost. So
yes.
So you're setting them up. Who wants to second that?
I'll second it.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Sure.
So Frank, is that Frank I hear?
I was one of them. I think there was about four of us.
So we can all, Lauren, you can put everybody down as a second.
Okay. Hey, is everybody here? Just a quick to ask.
Let me just tell you who's here. So Lauren, because I think
Rick Rauer, I think, is missing.
Right, Rick is missing. Everybody else is here. So Frank's here, Karen's here, Lisa's here, Scott's here, Peter's here. You're here, and I'm here.
Am I here? I'm not really sure.
I think you're here.
It's an existential question.
I went into 3 other bridge calls before I found the right one. Just so you know. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, listen. So, Karen, do you get to Betsy's emails?
I get Betsy's emails, but the emails just give a list of all the calls. They don't say which committee is in which room.
That was my problem.
No, wait a minute, because I just printed out from Betsy her email, and it says Public Works and Planning 51659. She put all the one I have has all.
That's an old one.
It wasn't the same email. There's multiple
Jay,
emails.
that's an old one. That's not the current emails that she sends out. They just give lists of each room and just with a number, and it doesn't say who. This was the email, the latest email from Betsy for the direction, to get into Cybex and to call in for how to call in. So
I got just the bridges, no names of the committees.
Yeah,
no names of the committees. My last call.
Yeah, well, so maybe we got to get to Betsy because you guys got to have.
Well, Karen was sending out a follow-up for the last meeting, which we had committee meetings for, where she assigned each committee the phone number. But I think, is this our phone number every time?
Yeah, this is our phone number. I was just going to say yes. It's our phone number.
I'll just save it.
So 516-597-9432. That's the number you call every time.
Okay, so that's good. I'll just save it in my contacts.
Yeah, that's cool. That works. Well, I'm glad everybody's in favor of this property. It's great. The town. I saw the town planning and zoning meeting, I guess the other day on Fair TV, and Chairman Wagner was in favor of this also, and he thought it was a great idea.
Yeah.
So so it's great. So I guess everybody drive home safely, and
we have to vote. Did you vote on this?
Oh yeah. Oh, we did vote on this. You're right. We didn't take the vote.
I don't think we.
Who's all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Any abstentions? So it passes unanimously, Lauren.
Okay, great. And did we pass the gentleman above?
Yes, that passed. That passed unanimously.
We passed him. Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
Maybe it'll go.
All right. So who wants to?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the call.
Guys, before you run off, did you go ahead and discuss Mike Kasowitz?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. We are all in favor?
We were all in favor.
Awesome. He's awesome.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's great. Glad to have him.
He's got a wealth of knowledge and experience, so that's good.
He's perfect, and I think he said he was an ex-police officer.
Yeah, he was a captain
in Greenwich.
Oh, he's down in Greenwich.
New Yorker.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Don't have any crime down there.
Yeah, his wife, Jeannie Kasowitz.
I know. I bet you.
All right.
Who knows?
I second the motion to adjourn.
All right, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye. Hold on.
All right, everybody stay
Happy holidays.
And have Merry Christmas. We'll see everybody Monday.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, get home safe.